Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna be doing a penny guide. Now, I don't know if this is kind of random, but I play Marvel Rivals, so I'm pretty good. I'm not too good that this is my other account, not because I get banned or anything, but I normally play on my Xbox at my dad's house, but on the school weeks I'm at my mom's. So I made another account to play at my mom's house. So I got a lot of tips and stuff from Penny. I'm not bad at her. I'm not the best either. And I wanted to give a little guide on her. I also maybe give a guide on another character that I play a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna try to give a guide on some tanks that I play. Let's start with Penny. I don't play her that often. I mainly play Thing and Thor.
Here comes trouble.
But yeah. Now I know. So yeah, let's get into the video. Shall we now? So we just finish these guys off. Okay. So first of all, Penny can get headshots. So if we go up here, right? So if I shoot him in the body, right? You can see how that much damage, right? Let me kill them real quick. Now, you normally never really want to use melee because your melee actually doesn't really do that much. But you can get normal body shots and you can get headshots. Because if I kill this guy in the head, I do technically get a headshot. But if I kill him without the headshot, it's a lot longer. But you always are going to be using these. You never really get up close. Penny is more defensive because of her abilities. Now, let's go over her abilities right now. So, her first ability, I'll show you guys it, is called Cyberweb Cluster. Launch forward a Cyberweb Cluster. Which, the Cyberweb Cluster is basically like web that she shoots, which is that. Then, her melee, which is this, which has a 2 combo, which does about that much damage.
This is gonna hurt.
And then her next ability is Bionic Spiderweb, which is very important. I know I haven't talked about this. I'm just trying to get the guy dead because, like, yeah. So, yeah, so this is the most important part of it. Now, she does have a team up. I will show you the team up. So, whenever she puts this down, so it will make a giant web, right? It will make a giant web around. And it will periodically spawn spider bots that move around. Which are those. Now, and her passive. So, her passive, right, down. Oh, she doesn't have passive. But, so, her mine, right? You know how, so, normally, if it's not, like, in that, enemies can see this, and when they shoot it, it's one tap, basically, with anything. But, whenever it's in a web, it's invisible to the enemies and your teammates, except from you. You can see it. So, basically, what you want to do is you want to hide these in here, in the random zone. Now, you can have up to, what is it? I think, is it 16 or 20? Or 12, it's 12 or 16, sorry, I'm not, like, 100% sure. And you want to hide these in here because whenever an enemy comes over here, these do 100 damage. So basically, two of them will, look, see this guy right here?
This is gonna hurt. Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
Boom. Look, 2, boom, boom. Does that much damage. Basically, like, a bunch of damage, which is nice. And they're invisible in webs. Now, her next ability, let's look at it, is Acromine. So, let me read the Bionic Spiderweb. Generate a Bionic Spiderweb at a target area. Periodically spawning spider drones and creating cyberwebs. While in the cyberweb, gain healing over time and a movement boost. Excessive healing converts into bonus health. So, these webs do heal you, if you can see that down there. Now, a really cool feature about this is your left click, which your left click does that. I did not mean to do my ult, so that was okay. I'll teach you guys about this ult here soon. I did not mean to use it. That was on accident. Anyways, so yeah, this right here, this also heals you over time. Like the same as this, it's just slower.
Comes trouble.
So if I wait here
Da-da-da.
for myself to do this, watch. If I put a whip down, it gives you the same buffs as that. But it is a little bit slower.
Ooh, I know that sound.
It is the same, but the problem is obviously you're more vulnerable. Also, if you put your mines in here, they're also still invisible. And you can put these webs on walls.
Goes.
Let me actually turn off cooldowns. You can put these webs on walls like that. You can put them on the ground. You can put them like in random spots. So like, let's say an enemy, right? I have a web here, and I put this right here. And an enemy walks down here, right? And they come down, boom, bunch of damage. And if you spam all of them here, if it's like a squishy or a healer, they're basically dead. There's nothing they can do. Yeah, you can basically have a bunch of these down at once. Normally, you won't be able to have like all of them down because eventually they'll blow up and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, this spider, and you can also web strand, which web strand basically sends out this line, and it like makes you. It also sits on one of these things. So if you use it on the ground and then you touch it, you can use it as that bonus thing, which allow you to have that. So, anyways, let's keep talking about this. Look, the cool part about it is you see how whenever an enemy, let's wait for the enemy to respawn. You see how whenever an enemy hits this, all the bots just instantly track. So any enemy in here tracks to it. But the cool part is you can use your ability, these webs to
It just wasn't your day.
increase the length if it's in a certain area. Or you basically want to connect it, but look, now they can go across these webs and hit the enemy. Which is cool. Also, you can only have 3 of these up because look, you see how I put 1, 2, 3, and if I shoot another one, I get rid of one. So the cool part is whenever you hit an enemy with this, it actually does this. But let's say I have 3, right? 3, and I use it. Well, the cool part is it actually doesn't count as one of these if you hit them. But like, let's say you miss, then it will take away from them. And these do have a 3-second cooldown or something like that. But they're very good because they do stun you also. You don't use them that much. You always want to use them like if you're low or you need like extra movement or you want to get that bonus health. You always want to do that. Also, she doesn't ever need to reload. Which is, oh wait, actually I think she does. Never mind. I just have, let me see. No, she doesn't ever need to reload. So yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's do her next ability, which is these. So, let me read it. Deploy acro mines that can conceal, thin, and confine. So if you put one out, it's vulnerable, but it does damage. Now, but if you put a web down and do this, it's not vulnerable anymore. It cannot actually. Oh, I forgot to say. You can't actually damage them. When they're in here, they can't be damaged and or seen.
Whoever they are.
But when they're out, they can be damaged and seen, which is not good. So you just want to try to get them in a web. A really good spot is like to put them behind a wall real quick. And they go on a map, like let's say they come out of here, bro. No, I didn't say bro. You put it like right there, right? And they come out of here, and you have your mines right here. So they can't see them, and they walk up, boom, explosion. So yeah, that's basically it. The tip for that is you just want to make sure they're in these on like walls. Or if you really need to, just like throw them at the enemy real quick. Actually, no, that's not very recommended. But yeah, or if you don't have your web, throw it at like a wall. Try to get them on a wall in a secret spot, and then sometimes the enemies won't see them and take damage. Next ability, like I told you, is Cyberbond. Shoot a web strand that links to the target area or cyber web. If it starts too far, it will trigger pullback. So basically, if I do this, right? So whenever you get a certain amount of distance and you're not moving, it will pull you back up to you. But whenever you are moving, it won't do it. But once you hit 20 on this, it will basically break itself. I can't move. But if it's on the ground, normally you can't break it. Like if you go like this, you can do this. And it will like sometimes break. Sometimes it breaks. And then when you let go, the farther you go, so basically you can be detached to this, right? Shooting the enemies. And if you ever need health, you just go like this and it pulls you right back. You can also detach to these webs. So this web right here. See how I just shot that with my left click? You can also you can just automatically attach to it. I have my settings on, so I have to look at the middle. I have to be looking at the middle of it. So, because sometimes it's good to like use these to just put on the wall. Like if you don't have that thing, then you can just put that. Which is nice.
Trouble.
So yeah, and then her last ability, she has. Oh yeah, her cyberware snare. Cast feature a web that immobilizes enemies or creates a cyberweb. While in cyberweb, gain healing over time and a movement boost, excessive healing converts. Basically, it's that. It's your left click. And now her last thing but not least, her ult enhances the SP//DR suit, launching up enemies in its path and deploying Octonite, spider webs, and several repeatedly. So this is what it does.
It's spider time!
Now you always want to you basically always want to spam the Aracto mines, and you just want to run around the enemy because you have a lot of health when you do this, and you just want to run around the enemies. You always want to use it though when there's a decent amount of enemies, and make sure you don't use it. Try to like bait out kill instant kill ults, because instant kill ults can kill you, and some ults can do a lot of damage to you. Like if you have like a few, like 2 tanks, like everybody's on you and that all day, you can't die. I've done it many times. But yeah, let me turn on no cooldown. So there's really no good thing about this. When you're doing this, you always want to run around the thing and you always want to spam left click. If you really want to, you can use your spider sweep, but it's not very good. It's not. So I would just spam the left click. And then also, a cool thing about it is if you have like my web, right? You know how that shoots out the those? Well, whenever I use my ult, if those webs that I place down are connected, it'll go for the enemies that are near that web, right? See? You see this? Which is nice. So you always want to make sure you have your spider like thing, like your nest, if you have it down, you always want to make sure it's connected. And also, whenever this ult's about to finish, right, like I was spamming it, right? Boom, boom, and die. Let me get a sweep in there. And then about 2 seconds, you just want to run back to your spider nest. Because you don't want to like risk yourself dying. And then you keep playing. So yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
All systems go.
And have a good day.